Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. Today is a special day for Nick Cave fans because he releases the live recording of his Wild God tour. This show and the album titled Live God was recorded about a year ago in Paris. Now, I was in Paris the night of this recording. As a matter of fact, I went there because my film premiered there in the city center at the MK2 at the Centre Pompidou. And although I was very much looking forward to that French premiere, I was driving past the arena where he was playing and it said in big letters Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds performing. I thought, oh man, I want to go to my own premiere. But I also would love to see this show again because a month before that I saw it at the Ziggo Dome in Amsterdam and it was one of the most beautiful, brilliant live shows I have ever seen. It's way up there with the last time Black Sabbath was touring, with the final Elton John tour, with seeing Queen perform live, with seeing Ronnie James Dio perform live. And this may be even on the top of my favorite live shows. It was so good. So I really wanted to go there. And I wasn't the only one because the show later on became famous because Bob Dylan was attending that Paris show that night. What a night in Paris. Now, we have the live recording of this show, and I'm gonna talk to you through it track by track. This show opens with the song Frogs, and this sounds just as amazing as I remember it from the Ziggo Dome in Amsterdam night. There is an epic strength to the drums. They are tight, they are driving, and they have a fierceful energy, but also a desire to serve the song that's holding it back. I mean, it's bizarre to start a talk about the drums, but the rhythm and the focus of that is so important to the liberty that is given to Nick Cave. The vocals are allowed to build up this way as if heaven is opening up. And I'm talking about even the backing vocals. There's this choir that's doing amazing stuff. Then Nick Cave. He sounds so different here. He sounds as if he's found a new way of singing that is somewhere between his normal singing and preaching. There is an epic charisma to his presence. When I saw the show in the Ziggo Dome and he made his entrance, and it was as if a certain religious leader was standing there, a charisma with a belief and a conviction that I had never witnessed live. I've seen some charismatic performers. I've seen Iggy Pop own the stage, but this was of a different allure, stunning. I thought, is that just his physicality or is it also his voice? Well, this live recording shows to me that is definitely also his voice. And from Frogs we go into Wild God, and the diversity of the amount of instruments here is impressive. With moments it sounds like a small orchestra is playing instead of a rock band. Cave's singing is incredible. Technically not brilliant. I mean, he is out of key now and there, but he is so stunningly convincing that to me it doesn't matter. And I think going for the most perfect note is not part of Cave's performance. And I love his conviction. Track number 3, Oh Children. Again, these backing vocals are so strong and these drums are so tightly with a motivation and a stunning. It's a perfect mechanism for Nick Cave to climb aboard. The first thing I was thinking of while listening to this live recording during this song, Oh Children, is actually the beautiful locomotive from the Polar Express and the drums and the band in its entirety being that locomotive, perhaps the choir being the steam from the locomotive and Nick Cave being Tom Hanks riding that train, or the conductor. That's the conductor. Like you say in English, the man on the train is the conductor, not the conductor of an orchestra. Well, nevertheless, in Dutch you say conductor. The man who does the ticketing? Yeah. I had that vision because it's that strong, it's that powerful. It gives so much liberty to Nick Cave. This song particularly stunning performed, beautiful build-up, technically gorgeous. One of the most beautiful live recordings I have heard the past couple of years. Oh Children on this release. Song number 4, From Her to Eternity. The audience is wild at the beginning, and so is Cave. It's almost as if he is seriously risking losing control in his performance. Notice a strong rhythmically hammering on the piano here. It is awesome. Then we go to Long Dark Night. And all this madness of energy, they are beautifully capable of building the energy down. A lot tinier, and it works, again, magically. From Long Dark Night to Cinnamon Horse, a Wild God track that sounds like it's from Ghosteen. Performed beautifully, though the song doesn't really do it for me personally. 7, Tupelo. Beautiful sound on the rhythm guitar, and the energy again, the way it builds, the way Cave interacts with the audience is just mesmerizing. There is this thrill in the audience, an anticipation that is rare, even for a live show. 8, Conversion, a splendid performance. The build-up is stunning, although I don't believe that the last notes by the choir of the sentence touched by the spirit, touched by the flame, I believe they're constantly not in key, but it's remarkably high. It's tough to do, and as you may have known or realized during this video, I don't really care for that so much. But, you know, gotta be fair, gotta be honest, gotta mention it. Track number 9, Bright Horses. Beautiful and small. The dynamics of this performance are stunning. Track number 10, Joy. Nick Cave has a rare enthusiasm for these new Wild God songs. Joy is one of those songs that, composition-wise, doesn't really stand out for me. A little bit too much preaching on a repetitive organ. But the fact that Cave is so emotionally involved in these songs gives it a worthwhile energy. It is so exciting to hear this song because of his sheer extreme conviction, and perhaps a song like that can grow on me. Number 11, I Need You. Tiny piano song, good performance. 12, Carnage. A nice change in tone. Coming from the Carnage album, you can hear in his voice that this comes from a different album. There's more ease in his singing, which also sounds really good and is very nice for the dynamics for the show. Then we go to track number 13, Red Right Hand. Hearing a French audience shout, yeah, 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 is really fun. It's at the beginning of the song already. This is just like From Her to Eternity, one of those songs to let out steam for both Nick Cave and the audience. This was more anticipated by the audience and the band, though, in my experience in Amsterdam than in France. During the performance, there is some disturbance in the audience, actually. Somebody shouting at Nick Cave. Nick Cave, like a good performer, interacts with that guy. But it does something to the mood in the middle of the song, at least the concentration. It can sometimes be just the smallest thing, or perhaps it was even Bob Dylan shouting and everybody was put off by that. And I would understand that, but I don't think it was Bob Dylan. The voice was too loud. Nevertheless, he caught it up well, but overall, I remember the Amsterdam show as being a little bit more energetic, though at the end, there's some gorgeous chanting of the audience, and energy and anticipation-wise, it ends just the way you wanted. And honestly, for anyone who wasn't at a show in which it was slightly more energetic, I'm nitpicking, you know, because it works. It's a good performance. It works. Track number 14, White Elephant. I love the epic sound of the synthesizer here. Beautiful build-up. Track 15, Oh Wow, Oh Wow. This is also a very, very good performance. With the voicemail memo playing during the song live, it works perfectly. Track 16, Papa Won't Leave You, Henry. And it's an excellent choice at this point in the show. It's played with bombast and epicness. Gorgeous. 17, Into My Arms. Beautiful Nick Cave alone at the piano. Intimate song. One of those songs that always works. 18, As the Waters Cover the Sea. Gorgeous, epic ending to the perfect show. I love the harmonies. I love the full vocal presence here. Man, what a live show. What a strong release by Nick Cave. A record that could not have been made at a different moment in time. It's not a collection of greatest hits. It has the soul and the identity of the Wild God album. But the live element here, the live element makes the record stand out more to me. I think the Live God show is even better than the Wild God album. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.